So I'm out in the woods down by the creek. Right there is the creek. It's got like, I don't know, I have the perfect setup. I brought my fishing pole and backpacks. We're having a fire. I'm gonna make some lunch. I'm gonna get, breakfast. It is 9:18. I'm gonna have breakfast out here. I'm gonna make some coffee. It's gonna be a good time. So between my house and where I'm set up, there is a Walmart. So I stopped and picked up some assorted spinner baits, minnow jigs, and some worm hooks so I can fish in the creek. I guess it's been probably 20 years since someone has fished the creek over here, so I'm gonna fish. I think I'm gonna start heavy and go with a 1/4 ounce inline spinner. I have no idea what's in the creek, how muddy the bottom is, so we're gonna find out together. It's gonna be a good time. So that right there is the 1/4 ounce Ozark Trail inline spinner that we're going to be throwing out into this wonderful muddy Beaver Creek. Which, if you know Northern Ohio at all, you'll know pretty much where I'm at. I have no idea if there's even any fish in this part of the creek. First cast. Oh man. And we're in part of the creek that I cannot get back up once I get down. So, man, that's rough. Well, there goes that one. After the tragic loss of that inline spinner, I've got this 1/8 ounce minnow that I'm going to tie on here with a Palomar knot because I like the Palomar knot. Well, my coffee's boiling, so that means it needs to sit and cool off. The grounds need to settle. And let that hang out while I cut more firewood. My wife asked me the other day what I think I want for Father's Day, because it's in 2 weeks, and I think I'm going to ask for a bow saw, because as much as I really like this folding pruning saw, it's really nice. I got it off Amazon for deer hunting. I do usually hunt from a saddle or a climbing tree stand, so picked up a pruning saw so while I'm up I can cut, and that literally only applies to private property where I'm allowed to trim trees. You cannot do that on public property in Ohio. I am an Ohio hunter, can't speak on, Indiana, Montana, Kentucky, anywhere else. I know that in Ohio, you are not allowed to trim trees on public. So I don't, because you're not supposed to. But while I am hunting the farm, if there's a limb in my way, it's coming down. I stopped at Walmart and bought a gallon of distilled water, because the 1 quart bottle that I pack was not enough. So I grabbed a gallon. And another cool thing about when I leave is my gear is going to be lighter, because I'm already down a quart. I'm going to walk away from camp briefly to get some more wood while my coffee is going. I also do not recommend doing what I just did. It was not safe. There's a dead down tree that I don't know if you can see, held up by a live tree. It's a deadfall. You really shouldn't cross under it. Of course, as soon as I sit down to start talking again, the smoke is going to drift right into my face. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, another thing that I'm going to be doing on this YouTube channel is around Christmas time, my friend Brad and I were discussing basically the evils of social media and the internet. That's the gist of it. It was kind of a long and existential conversation, and I mean, Brad and I have been friends for a very long time. We grew up together. I mean, my cousin and his dad were friends since like middle school, you know, generational friendships. And I live in Northwest Ohio. And if you know Northwest Ohio, there's a pretty serious drug problem in the rural parts of Northwest Ohio. So a lot of my friends have passed. And I mean, it's a couple drug overdoses, several motorcycle accidents, and cancer. And it's not all bad. You know, it's not all drug overdoses. But there's not a lot of us left. So Brad and I were talking, and I brought up writing letters and how letters are kind of a dying skill. So he goes, well, I'll start writing letters to my friends that I don't see if you start doing it. So he's been, we've both been kind of true to our word. He's been writing a couple of friends of his in Arizona and New Mexico, you know, Southwest America. I've written a couple of letters to a friend of mine in Texas, and that's another thing that I'm going to do while I'm out here is bought a nice clipboard with storage so I can write letters to my friends. I brought my journal so I can write in my journal. And it's got a planner, and it's a nice journal. So today, I decided I was going to write to a friend of mine that is not super far away. They only live about 40 minutes from me, but they're a professional race car driver. She's never home. Don't get to see her. So I'm writing letters. And she's been kind of feeling down. So I hope this cheers her up a little bit. Huh, tires crunching gravel. That means somebody's pulling down the drive at the farm. Probably means my phone's about to ring. Got this nice Tokes titanium coffee cup, and stove still in it because spring turkey season ended 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And when I go out in the woods, I go out prepared to be out there for the whole day. I take food, I take water, I take a stove, I take a method to start a fire. I've even got a trauma kit on my film backpack. And I only have a film backpack because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't have a big enough backpack. Eventually I will probably replace the Bass Pro Shops hunting backpack with something a little bigger and more suited for this. Oh man, that is one good looking cup of coffee. Yeah, sure, there's definitely a little bit of grounds in it, but that's okay. I'm learning how to make cowboy coffee. Never done it before. I don't think I got a ton of grounds. Man, I hope my iPad doesn't fall in the fire. Those fancy tripods with AI face tracking, pretty cool. Now I'm gonna get some more water going for breakfast. Oh, man, that's good. Well, my phone didn't ring because someone's concerned. My little brother texted me. And my little brother has texted me because he learned the hard way that if you call and I don't answer, the correct response is not to call 2 more times and then text me asking why I didn't answer. I told him it's been 2-3 years, probably about 2.5, close to 3. Texted him, hey, I've got some errands to run. Call you in about an hour. He misinterpreted that as, I'm not busy, go ahead, call me. I texted him, put my helmet on, I got on my motorcycle, and I left to go do errands. He called me while I was on my motorcycle. I didn't answer, he didn't leave a message, he called again. Didn't answer, didn't leave a message, calls a 3rd time. I didn't answer the 3rd time, so he texted me, why aren't you answering? So, being a horrific smartass, I took a picture, I took a selfie on my motorcycle and sent it to him, and he goes, my bad. Now he asks if I'm busy. Was it the safest thing to do? No, it was not the safest thing to do. Was it funny? I thought so. I'm trying to stand in such a fashion that my pistol is not just out there. I know YouTube gets weird about guns, so I am in the woods. I do have a firearm. Ever since I was a little kid, the rule has always been you go in the woods, you take a pistol or some kind of firearm, just in case. I mean, we don't really have bears or any big predators here that I would have to defend myself against, but we do have coyotes. Also, if I get hurt, it's a great signaling device. They're loud. Got a lot better cover down here than I expected. I grabbed my 10 by 10 nylon rain tarp just in case, because I know further upstream where I usually like to set up, there's a whole lot more firewood because it's at a curve in the creek, and when it floods there's a whole bunch of driftwood. But I wanted to fish, and that part of the creek is pretty shallow, so I came over here. But with losing a spinner, probably would have been better off not fishing, going to the other place. Depending on when I finish up here and how hot it is, I mean, I'm 6 miles from a pretty large, pretty well-known state park and a dam. I might go fish there. I do like to fish. So I've got my kettle off, ready for breakfast. Making a Mountain House breakfast skillet. I like these meals. They're pretty good. I like to take them hunting. It's just freeze-dried food. They're lightweight. Pour a little bit of water in. Put it in my chair, and then I take my Timu titanium spoon, stir it up, let it reconstitute. That smells good. Oh man, that smells good. Taking off my chest pack to record from my phone. I'm gonna enjoy this delicious breakfast skillet. It is really good. I like Mountain House freeze-dried food. But I think that's going to be about it for the day. I feel like I got some good footage for my first YouTube video. It'll take me a while to edit it because again, no idea what I'm doing. But we're going to figure it out together. Which is, I mean, it's going to be cool because the production value, the first video is going to be rough. The second one's going to be a little bit better, and it's going to be cool to be able to document the growth. I mean, I have a microphone and I have filters in my other bag that I'm testing out. I'm sure it'll be visible, but I have a Rebels Raiders Apothecary med bag. I mean, I've been with Rebels Raiders since before it was Rebels Raiders. If you know, you know. Rebel's a great guy. He makes really good equipment for the common person. It's not, you know, a $300 Spiritus Systems plate carrier. It's a $200 plate carrier with all the pouches, everything you need. I mean, you get your box and run it. And the man has enough pull that I don't know if he's going to continue doing it or if he can continue doing it. But I know in the first 2 drops of the Valkyrian plate carrier, he stuck, I think it was a $50 or $75 off coupon for level 4 plates, which was awesome. I mean, he had the hookup with some company, I can't remember what, but you know, the Apothecary med bag is legit. It doesn't hold a ton of stuff. Right now I've got 2 magazines for my Glock 21 and 3 AR-15 magazines. I didn't bring an AR-15 with me. I just wanted to put the magazines in the pouch to test it. And it's got a small central pouch on it for your IFAK. I have binoculars, a spoon, and my microphone in it. And I mean, they're my 8X Vortex binoculars, not my big 10X. But they're good binoculars, it's a good bag. I run a Gizmo Glider sling from Rebels Raiders on 2 of my 5 rifles. which sounds like a lot to verbalize, but like, they've all got different purposes. I use one for coyote hunting. I use one for home defense. Yeah, in short, I am a very large fan of Rebels Raiders gear. And the way he works is he's not sending out gear for free for a review, but if you want to say nice things about it, he wholly encourages you to, and it's good gear. It's worth saying nice things about. I am very excited to spend more of my money with that company. And that's another thing that I don't know. It's my first YouTube video. I've got a long way to grow before people start trying to send me stuff, but I would rather buy my own gear and be able to be honest. You know, I don't want to feel like I owe someone a good review because they sent me a free bag. Man, this is good. Oh, this is delicious. And rehydrate. Another thing I might get into on here eventually is making my own camping meals because I have access to a freeze dryer. That's all this is. It's just a prepared meal that somebody freeze dried. So, I was a chef for 5 years. For 5 years I was a chef. I worked for a catering company. I cook pretty good, so it'd be nice to smoke a pork tenderloin, cube it up, make some rice, and then throw it in the freeze dryer so that I can take it camping. And then I'd have some variety on my camping meals. I'm not held to what I can get from Walmart or Bass Pro. I have my own. I can do my own thing. That'd be cool. I've got this sweet Mountain House mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwich. They do it in the package. I'm gonna have to pass that along to Dad because we tried some freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. They're delicious. freeze-dried ice cream, it's always going to be good. But they ballooned out. Leaving them in the package is going to be oh man, that's good. Yeah, in the package is the way to go. And this chair is phenomenal. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it in another video, but yeah, this is a great chair. It's one of the Nature Hike ultralight chairs. It's very highly reviewed. Luke on the Outdoor Gear Review speaks very highly of it. I mean, I watched his video on it, started looking at the chair, and my wife ordered it for me for our anniversary, and I've been dragging it everywhere. You know, if we leave the house, we're going to be somewhere, I take this chair. I take it fishing, I take it when we come to the farm. Great chair, very lightweight, very comfortable. I like it a lot better than the tripods that I have for my kids. A lot more stable too.